Debbie, I'm an estate agency boss. I've got a superstar valuer branch manager who's pulling trees up, but really is a rotten apple with the team and dragging them all down. What should I do? Talk to me.
Okay, what you should do, I think you have to find out, is that the behaviour they've learned from somebody else, or is that their true behaviour? If it's a true behaviour, you're never going to change that. If that's ingrained in them, that's how they are, that they're not ethical, they're not moral, they're not going to suit your culture of your business, no matter that your instant pain might be that your figures drop.
Yeah, because they're bringing the numbers in.
Yeah, but you have to cut them loose. You have to cut them loose. Now, if it's somebody who's just had a learnt behaviour, but fundamentally they can be changed, and they're not comfortable, but they could be moulded or put in a slightly different direction, then you go with that. Otherwise, you walk away. I do not believe that to sustain a business, that you have people that are they end up being the here today, gone tomorrow, because they chase the most expensive package, the flashiest car, and that type of thing.
Okay, but what advice would you give to the bosses out there?
I think you have to have a very honest conversation with them as to whether that person, because you will lose other staff as a result of that person. No, and you will lose good staff that you can't afford to lose. They may not be your rock star people, but they're the people that were the firm foundations of your business that will keep going and turn up loyally for you day in, day out, that side of things. You have to have those conversations with the rock star type person, or the person that's not causing all the trouble. And if they're not going to change, you have to manage them out and performance manage.
What does that conversation look like?
It's being honest. It's being honest with people about the effect that they're having with people around them. Because you will get lots of other dissatisfied people, and lots of problems will happen.
I mean, I'm not mentioning any names. Have you had this situation in your life as an area manager?
Yeah, quite often you find that people think, I've seen people in jobs that very often haven't suited them. They've been trying it because they think they can do it, but actually they're not enjoying it. And the classic is very often you've got lots of people that are branch managers that actually are branch managers because they want the status and they want the money, but actually don't want the responsibility of training the staff, coaching the staff, because effectively they're just very, very, very good salespeople, but they don't want the management side of things. And that's quite often. So it's sometimes creating positions, if they're still worth keeping, because there's a value to that person, then think about how you could restructure your business. And it could be, for example, that they become your super lister, but you have an office manager or something. Yes. You have to be adaptable.
And you can still pay them the same as a branch manager.
Because if they're still worth it, but if they're not, I think where it's you wouldn't do it, is if somebody's not tied into the culture of what your business is about. That's when you have to say no, go. But very often when I've had conversations with people, and you actually sit down and have that conversation, you say, are you actually enjoying this job? And I said, I want you to tell me honestly, are you actually really enjoying this job? And they go, no, I'm not actually. I said, right, if I could do this for you and put you here and this bit, let's look at the bits you're really enjoying. So, and design something and take away the bits you don't enjoy, they'll thrive better anyway. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely done that many a time. And they thank you for it.
So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.